Hey guys, so on my last video, I styled my hair using Tracee Ellis Ross Pattern Beauty. And this is my hair completely dry. And I like it. I really do. But I want my hair to have more definition. So what I'm going to show you is step 4 and 5 of my process when I wash my hair. So if you saw the last video, I used the shampoo, the conditioner, and the leave-in, which that's all her line has. Which is fine. You can see certain areas are defined, but here it's dry and not as defined, which that's what my hair does. But I'm going to use 2 products that I love. I haven't used these together, so I'm going to see how my wash and go turns out. So I'll be back. All right, I'm back and I'm showing you my step 4 and 5 of how I would style a wash and go. So I'm going to tell you the tools that I use. Sometimes I switch up the products, but the tools that I always need is a continuous spray bottle, clips and rubber bands, and a towel because it gets wet. I am going to actually take off my watch too, just because I need to be free. So I'm going to saturate my hair, and then I'm going to add, I just started using this the last couple of weeks because I saw another natural, I'm not going to say another, but I saw a natural hair YouTuber use this. So it is Lustre Silks Curl Max Curl Activator Moisturizer, and it was under $5. I think it was like $4. And then I'm going to follow it up with the Wetline Extreme Gel, and I think every natural hair YouTuber has been using this on their wash and goes, or has used this at one point in time. So I am going to use it. So I'm going to get started. I have my hair, the top of my hair up, and just going to spray it. And how wash and goes work for me, and again, this is my first time doing this, so bear with me. But and I have a mirror to the side.
You're doing great.
There's a little bit of encouragement in the back. So I'm gonna drench my hair because my wash and goes, you have to apply it to soaking wet hair, and I usually apply most of the products in the shower. So look at that length, baby. All right, so add a little bit of the curl activator. Now it depends on your hair type. You might be able to just use this. And I've been natural. I have not had a relaxer since 2007. I have been natural, meaning or no heat. I've been kind of doing no heat for the last 2 years. So that's my story. Because I was suffering from a lot of heat damage. So that's good definition. But I need to step it up a notch because I know how my hair dries. And I want to have a little more definition. So I'm going to add a little bit of the gel. That's the consistency of the gel. I'm just going to rake it through. Put it all, and that's, I mean, it's, look at that. Them curls is popping, baby. So, natural hair to me is trial and error. You have to learn what works with your hair. You know, you look at people and you're like, oh, their hair goes, or I want my hair like yours. What products are you using? But it really what matters is what type of hair they have. So what is their hair type? And I know people are like, hair typing is so not cool and overrated or not accurate, but you at least have to have an idea of what products work on your hair before you just go and say you want someone else's results. Did that make sense? So instead of just like, oh, what do you use? It's like you need to ask them, what type of hair do they have? Is your hair dry? Does it absorb water? Look at their curl pattern. If their curl pattern is similar to yours, then you may want to ask, you know, what it is that they do on their hair. Otherwise, you're just going to be spending a lot of money and wasting a lot of time trying to figure out or trying to get the results of somebody else. Through time, I'm really liking this. I hope it turns out good. Through time, I had to realize that I had to deal with what came out of my head. And yes, you can get different results. Like if you want bigger hair, you can do things to manipulate it. You can do braid outs and twist outs and things like that. But you need to ask the people those questions. So my hair is, I think, low porosity. It does take a very long time to dry. I think my hair type is 4A, 3C. And I believe that I have, is that high density? Like you can't see parts in my hair. There's like no, I'm gonna try praying hands. So someone said to do the praying hands method. Them are juicy, baby. So, but yeah, so you just gotta practice and see what works for you. But yeah, that's my hair story. A little bit of it anyway.
Yo, man.
So.
See if I can take you to the gym again.
So, Hubs is making a phone call in the middle of my video. Okay, so almost done with the back. Also, depending on your hair, you want to figure out how many sections you're going to use. I am not an expert on natural hair. I'm somewhat of an expert on my natural hair. But I don't know if you watched my last video, but if you did, go back. I was talking about the steps. What I try to do is I try to deep condition every week. Depending on how my hair feels, I was told to only co-wash, but then I feel like it's too much product buildup. So I've started to shampoo when I feel the need to shampoo. Make sure you get the product all the way through your hair. And for me, I need to focus on the ends. So another thing about natural hair, I mean, because it's such a big thing now, people give you a compliment just because you have the confidence to rock your natural hair, even if it's not not looking the best. You know, like I went out on Monday to pick up, or was that Sunday, to pick up the Pattern Beauty products, and my hair was like a frizzy mess and it was dirty because I was gonna wash my hair. And so many people were like, oh my gosh, your hair, it was in a big fro. But you know, it was because I had the confidence to rock it, I guess. So that is the back part. So that is what I do, and I'm going to finish it, and I'm going to come back and show you guys how it looks. I'm going to finish it and come back and show you guys how it turns out. All right. So I want to come back and talk about this side of my hair, give you a little background. So when I was straightening my hair, this side of my hair is a little finer. So I got a lot of heat damage. So as a result, And you can even see how the curls are kind of not as bouncy as the ones on this side, because it's still, you can tell that the texture is a little different, and it's still a little bit of heat damage there. So that is one of the reasons why I decided to not go with heat anymore. The most that I'm going to do with heat is a blow dryer. As you also can see, you know, the damage there. It was so much worse that it wouldn't even curl. So again, patience, and going to get my trims. Now, I was going to get my hair straightened to trim it until in February I got the Diva cut. And once I got the Diva cut, that's kind of let me know, like, oh, you don't have to get your hair straightened. Now, if you are one of those people who like versatility and want to do both, where your hair is straight and curly, then the Diva cut is not going to be for you, because it's going to cut your natural hair pattern and not necessarily your straight pattern, and it'll look good curly and maybe uneven because of the way your curls fall, but it'll be kind of uneven, and you'll see it once you wear it straight. So if you're gonna do both, I suggest you still go to someone who specializes in natural hair, but also, you know, get a good trim. Someone who's not gonna make sure that they're like over frying it, trying to get it straight. You want it straight enough to get it clipped, your ends clipped, not them frying your hair over using so much heat. And also, when you're doing that, you know, use a heat protectant. But that's if you're gonna go back and forth. I do blow dry my hair, and I use the heat protectant when I do that, and I don't even get it all the way straight, because I'm usually blow drying it for braids. So you don't have to have super straight hair for braids. So that's that. I'll just shake it out a little bit. So I just got this top part and the front part to go, and then I'll be done. All right, guys, so I am all done. I've added the product all throughout my hair, and it's going to take a while to dry, so I'll show you guys how it looks after it dries. Again, this is my first time using this combo, so I'm very curious to know how it turns out. But yeah, so we'll see the results. I don't know if it was something else I wanted to add about my process, but if I do think of anything, or if you have any questions, drop them down below. So I will come back 2 more times, or at least 1 more time, to show you the finished result. So, all right. I'm back. All right, so I wanted to show you guys how my hair turned out. So last night at about 8 o'clock, I sprayed it with water and added the product. Before I went to bed, I took about 5 of these rubber bands. I banded the front, so I did just like this, to kind of stretch out the ends, the roots. So I did that here, 2 on each side and 2 on the back. So in the morning, I took them off and fluffed it, and my hair was still about 20% wet, and then I just let it air dry for the rest of the day. I didn't do any blow drying or anything. A lot of times I will do that, but I didn't do it this time. Then I took out the must-have for every natural, a pick. And I just kind of, once it was dry, so I just did this for the sake of this video. Fluffed where I wanted to have that volume. And then tonight I'm going to band it again. So here's the back. And that's it. So this is my wash and go. Like I said, since I've gotten the Diva cut, I've seen the grow in the shape of my hair. So no matter how I style it, this is whatever style I use, this is kind of the outcome of the shape. So thanks so much for watching. If you have any questions, drop them below. But yeah, this is my hair. And yeah, so it has definitely the definition that I like. And if you hear Hubs in the background, for some reason he gets calls right when I'm recording a video. If you can't hear him, then good, but I can hear him. So I'm going to end this video now, and I want to thank you guys for watching again. Click like if you like this video. Comment, let me know you watched. With any questions you have, drop them below, and make sure you subscribe and hit that bell notification so you know when I drop my next video. Thanks for watching.